No, yeah, but last time, Adnan, each time I'm away from you just few centimeters.
No, wallahi.
No one can hear me.
To be fair, the mics do catch your voice, and it's very
Yeah, but I
clear.
have to stick to you though.
No.
For my voice to
What's
get
wrong
through.
with me?
No, nothing wrong, Habibi. No, but to be fair, sometimes you get distracted.
Last time you want to pray on him. You
Pray?
Yeah, you say
Janaza.
You janaza.
Yeah, janaza.
With
Ah,
wudu.
this is what-
With wudu.
He
With
didn't have
wudu.
wudu. He didn't have
Bring-
wudu.
Not without wudu.
Bring me the book, it say with wudu. Bring me a scholar, it say with wudu. Sunnah or Shia?
Salah.
Yeah.
Salah by default is with wudu.
Is this salah with the ruku' and sujood?
Doesn't matter. Salah.
No
Anything.
way.
Any salah.
Are you scholar?
The shart.
Are you scholar? I said to you from Muhammad until now, bring me any scholar. It say janaza need wudu.
I'm gonna
No
answer.
way.
I'm gonna answer. This is a
No
fiqh
way.
debate, but I'm gonna answer. We know you need wudu for salah. Yes or no?
Yes, of course.
Generally.
Yes.
Okay. Is janaza salah?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Now you need to bring an exception. You need to bring evidence for exceptions.
Okay.
If there is an exception, you need to bring a report where it says you don't need wudu for salatul janaza.
If you are in the graveyard,
Right? Is that fair? Yeah.
if you are in the graveyard,
No, don't give me logic.
Not
Report.
logic here. This is answer for
You-
you.
no,
Can
if-
you do salah in the graveyard?
If you want to make an exception,
If you touch a dead man, do you go and make wudu or not?
yes, you do.
So, if you, how can you in the graveyard you can't make?
You're not touching the dead body.
You're praying.
You're praying.
Yeah, but
you prayed and then you were burying.
Listen, brother, you are praying on this guy.
Yeah.
Is when you are praying on this guy is not making any ruku' or sujood. And the second thing is for anybody to gather. It doesn't say go to make wudu and come back. No one said that.
I asked a very simple question to solve this
So
problem.
if you are in the graveyard,
Do we
you
need
didn't-
wudu for salah? Yes. You
Listen,
said yes.
brother.
Is salatul janaza salah? You said yes. To make it an exception, if you're saying that we don't need wudu for salatul janaza, you will have to bring reports to make that exception. So unless you bring a report to make the exception,
I told
it is still salatul janaza is a salah and we need wudu for
I
it.
told you if you go to the graveyard, you will not touch any dead people.
Okay, let's move on from
But
this topic.
you're not allowed to do salah there
Coming back to
because you
sources.
are on wudu. But except this one, you don't need wudu because you are only standing.
No
and
problem.
praying.
This is your opinion. No problem.
Not my opinion.
Okay.
Muslim, all Muslim.
Give me a report where one of the, I mean,
You
Shia,
got-
Shia reports we don't accept them anyway.
No, no way.
But give me a report from the Ahl Sunnah where
You
one of
go
our
and find
sources.
it. No, go and find it. Say what salat mayyit or what you call janazah is need wudu. Just write like this. Actually,
Okay.
no one. Anyway, the second thing, Jamal is the first wrong with the people Aisha and Talha and Zubair. They didn't go to fight Khawarij. They went to Basra and they took all the money from the شو يسمونه؟
بيت المال.
بيت المال. Are you with me?
Treasury.
There you go. You requested something. قالت دار الإفتاء المصرية إنه لا تصحى صلاة الجنازة إلا بوضوء.
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
So who wrote it? Who wrote it?
Let me translate.
Who said?
Let me translate.
Yeah, it's the Sunni.
Dar al-Ifta. It's Sunni, yes, Sunni. It's a Sunni source, yes. Yes.
No.
So I don't, we didn't have to even look into that. No problem. But coming back to
I
Jamal.
know.
So the issue is look. Leave Jamal, leave Sifin, leave everything. We need to see the behavior of personalities, right? You obviously have a view of Aisha, you have a view on Muawiyah, you have a view on Sahaba, you have all of that, no problem. You have come to believe these things for the last 1200 years, if not more. 1200 years, a group of Shia, they have believed in these things and they have forwarded these ideas to their future generations, right?
Yeah.
Now we need to understand whether these beliefs are correct or whether they fit into the reality of true history, authentic history or not. Okay.
In the Shia, they don't need to wudu.
Yeah, but that's the Shia view.
Okay,
And,
continue.
clearly, this is another issue, right? So now we need to see how Ali bin Abi Talib and his children treated Aisha. The Shia today believe Aisha radiallahu anha to be a bad person. Let's not use titles. I'm not going to say they believe this or that. They think she was a bad person. Okay?
Thank you.
And there is no hiding that because we have plenty of evidence.
Did she say that or no?
That's
Wait,
the
wait.
best opinion they have. Best one. That's the best view, generally speaking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm being generous. I'm being very polite in saying what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They have a very bad view of Aisha radiallahu anha. Okay? Now we want to see whether that view agrees with the view of Ali bin Abi Talib and his beliefs. If that view the Shia today have does not agree with Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anh, karramallahu wajh, alayhi salam, before you attack me, yeah, all of these things, yeah. If Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anh doesn't have the same view as you, then you need to reform. You need to change. For example, Ali believed in the Quran. The Quran we have today in our masajid and in your Husainiyat. The Quran we have today. Ali believed in the same Quran. Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anh, he read the verses of Surah Al-Ahzab. An-Nabiyyu awla. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. An-Nabiyyu awla bil-mu'minina min anfusihim.
وأزواجه أمهاتهم.
Okay. Ali knew this, radiallahu anh. Yes?
Knew this ayah.
Yeah.
So
Ali,
what-
who is Ali is a mu'min.
Yeah.
Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anh.
I know.
Wait, I'm making a point. He's a mu'min and he is Amirul Mu'mineen. He's not only a mu'min, he is Amirul Mu'mineen. He is the leader of the believers.
Does he understand this ayah same as you?
We'll see.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah.
Okay. So, according to this ayah, Aisha is his mother. Spiritually, not biologically. Spiritually, Aisha is the mother of Ali bin Abi Talib.
My mother.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. She is above Ali bin Abi Talib in status. I'll tell you why. Let me finish. Because Ali is not Nabi, radiallahu anh. He is a mu'min. He's a believer who believed in the Nabi. Nabi Allah, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we are told in the Quran that he is before all the believers. He is before all the believers. He takes precedence. He is superior to all the believers. And by that virtue,
Just because she's al-Mu'mineen?
wait, yeah.
No, just because al-Mu'mineen.
She's because of this verse, she's Ummul Mu'mineen.
Yeah, and she is better than Ali.
Yes. I'll tell you why.
No. Wait.
Let me explain.
No, what's been al-Mu'mineen in your opinion?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
Okay. In Islam,
Yeah.
generally,
Yeah.
she has a status beyond or superior to the sun. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Generally.
no.
Al Jannatu tahta.
أقدام الأمهات. Is she
This is a general rule.
is she a mother of your sister?
Yes. She is Ummul Mu'mineen.
Come on.
If we believe she's our
Where
mother,
did you get that?
because she is
What?
Ummul Mu'mineen.
What's in the Quran say al-Mu'mineen and tafsir in Sunnah al-Mu'mineen? What's the tafsir?
You're racist. Okay.
What's the tafsir of the word of Allah al-Mu'mineen and what they explain it al-Mu'mineen?
Wait.
Come on, tell me, don't.
Let's go step by step.
Yeah.
The Quran says she is the mother of believers. Yes or no?
Women and men.
Yes.
Okay.
All of them.
Where do you get that?
Because generally when the Quran uses plural, that includes women and men. I can give you many examples from the Quran where Allah addresses believers, that includes women too.
So why when
That includes
why
yeah.
when there is a woman, she came to her and she said to her, al-Mu'mineen, and she Aisha answered her. She said to her, "Ana ummu rijalakum wa listu ummu nisaakum."
Okay, show me where it's
It's say in your book.
okay, bring it.
I'll bring it.
I get Abu Karar to find it and we'll discuss it. And then
Listen.
once I see the report and its authenticity, then I can address
And
it.
the tafsir of al-Mu'mineen in the Quran, generally, all the
Chalo, that's okay. Let's say that's true. Even still, he makes my point. It mistakes
What
make.
do you mean?
Do you accept that?
لا تتزوجوا منهن. That means you're not allowed to get married from her. That's only thing.
No problem.
What?
Okay.
She is look like your mother, not allowed to marry the wife of Muhammad. That's all.
That's a consequence.
That's explanation.
That's one of the consequences.
No.
That's one of the consequences.
That's everybody agree on this. Nobody, no explanation, another explanation.
Okay.
al-Mu'mineen, the word of Allah. It means you not to get married from your mother. That's
Okay.
it.
And that's the only consequence.
Only.
Okay.
There is no another.
Okay, let's see. Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anh, after the battle of Jamal, because of this verse of the Quran, right? When people came, if Ali believed that Aisha was not a believer for fighting him, if Ali believed what the Shias believe in today, because Shias believe Aisha radiallahu anha fought Ali bin Abi Talib, by that virtue she's a disbeliever. By that virtue, because she is fighting the right Imam. Not only Imam Ma'soom appointed by Allah. Because he's appointed by Allah,
She said,
anyone who fights him is a kafir. Anyone who fights him is a kafir according to the Shias. 12 verse.
she said in your book,
Now she's a kafira.
no.
Wait, no, according to the Shia. I'm saying according to the
The
Shia.
kafira is different. Don't call her kafira.
No, according to the Shia.
No, she is.
12 verse.
She said, in Arabic, she said, "أنا أوجدت." In the Arabic, mean أنا أخطأت, and it's mean I أحدثت. She said, أنا أحدثت بعد رسول الله, when she came from Jamal, and she said, I'm wrong. I did wrong.
Okay.
Don't. Well, there is a lot of.
So you don't think Shias, if I pull out some statements from your scholars where they are saying she's a kafira, then
I don't agree with them. Even though there is,
but there are they have said it, right? The point is not whether you agree with them or not.
Listen,
There are your scholars have said this,
there
right?
is a lot of things of kafir. Al-Quran, he said, it
Wait.
said, تكفرون ببعض وتؤمنون ببعض. There is some people they take تكفرون, يعني that's mean something you like it, you take it. You
Okay,
don't like it, you
that's
throw
why I
it.
didn't want to use the
But
title.
not from Millah.
Let's go back to the main point. Do you have a bad opinion of Aisha or a good opinion of Aisha?
Look, there she did.
The 12ers, the Shia generally.
Yeah, she did
Bad or good?
She did bad.
Good.
But
Now I've got my answer. I got my answer before going. Now let's see if Ali had a bad opinion about her. That's the point I want to make. This is how the conversation started. It doesn't have to be longer than necessary, right? We can get to the point straight away. I was making a point that Ali bin Abi Talib was her son spiritually because of the Quran.
Yes.
Okay. And Ali treated her like that even as late as the Battle of Jamal.
Exactly.
This is 40 years, nearly 40 years after.
Death of them.
Not 40, 30,
No.
nearly 30 years. You can say about
matter,
20,
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
27, 28 years.
Even until now,
Okay,
doesn't matter.
So this is now nearly 30 years after the Prophet ﷺ's death.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Ali still believes that she is his mother.
Of course.
Okay. He doesn't have a bad opinion. Why? Why?
No,
Because
she did wrong. Her idea was bad, and he wanted to treat her nicely, good thing.
Why?
Because
Why?
she's the wife of Muhammad.
no, wife of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
Sallallahu
Sallallahu
This is wrong. Sallallahu alayhi wa alayhi.
Yes.
Don't say it.
Yes. As I
ولا
said,
تصلوا علي صلاة البتراء. Don't make salah half and half.
you remember last week I told you we read salawat upon.
Look, we're going to change.
No.
Every time we're going to change the subject.
I explained to you last week we read salawat upon the Prophet and his al every single salah.
Yeah.
So why keep mentioning that? Why keep mentioning that?
Because you didn't.
What?
You say to me,
I don't.
You didn't do it.
When I prayed my dhuhr today. Wait.
No.
Wait. In my tashahhud,
Adnan.
after my tashahhud, I said, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad.
Of course. But
So,
you didn't.
so what do you want me to say?
But everybody said to me, why you didn't make salah? Everybody makes salah half and half.
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because you say Muhammad Muhammad, no, not Muhammad. We say sallallahu
I should say salah, yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
you should say the right salah,
Yeah.
not salah on Muhammad.
We
He
say
said not.
sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
He
When
said
we
don't-
mention the name of the Prophet.
This is half.
Yeah.
Wa alihi
Yes.
should be.
Okay, no problem. I don't agree. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree
Okay.
with that.
Okay.
But anyway, continuing.
Let's move.
Aisha radiallahu anha, Quran says is
She
the mother
went-
of believers.
did she-
Ali is Amir al-Mu'mineen. Ali is a believer and he is the leader of believers. By that virtue, he is a son of Aisha radiallahu anha according to the Quran.
Did she-
Now the Shias can turn around and say no, it has a different meaning, it has another meaning like our brother did there.
Oh, that's
but
all right.
my response is
She's
if-
my mother. What do you mean another meaning?
she's your mother?
Of course.
Okay, your mother was a bad woman?
Al-Mu'mineen.
Your mother was a bad woman?
Yeah, that's it.
She bad. She did bad. She agreed about
Okay,
it.
but-
She
but
said,
then- but-
look,
yeah,
you always.
But your mother was a bad woman?
No.
Okay, was she a good woman? No, I'm not talking about your biological mother. I'm talking about the mother, Aisha.
Walidati. She didn't do.
No.
Listen, we talk about Al-Mu'mineen, Aisha. Look, we say she is our mother. She agreed she did wrong. When Muhammad told his wife,
Sallallahu alaihi wasallam.
sallallahu alaihi wa sallam, he said, who is one of you is gonna bark on her the dogs of Hawab? And nobody responds. She said, but when she arrived to Hawab,
That hadith is not authentic.
oh my God!
It's not authentic.
Come on!
You want to do tahqiq, you're going to waste 1 hour of my
Wallahi
time.
authentic.
I will.
Wallahi authentic.
Okay. If I
Where
did
do you want it? In Bukhari? You
if
can't
I-
find it in
if I did
Bukhari.
the-
Muslim, Sahih Muslim, you
if-
can find it.
Okay.
Listen.
Read the chain.
Listen.
Read the chain.
What?
Who narrated this report from Aisha?
I don't know.
Do you know? You know, how can you say Wallahi is authentic when you don't know?
Because every hadith they say Sahih.
Okay, okay.
And when you go to Shia, they say Sahih.
Shias, don't worry about them.
Okay.
Don't worry
Okay,
about them.
throw it.
We
Yeah,
don't.
oh.
When it
Okay.
comes to Shia
Yeah,
authentication,
Well, any authentic is wrong. Any authentic is wrong.
yes.
Okay.
Ahl Sunnah.
Ahl Sunnah.
Yeah.
Everybody know about the dogs of Hawab.
Okay.
Okay, that's hadith.
Okay.
And the second thing, everybody know she went to Harb al-Jamal to
So-
fight for the killer,
So
the
are you
killer
saying?
of Uthman.
Are you saying dogs are barking at Aisha radiallahu anha?
Yeah, and she asked, she said, what's this area?
So anyone barking at her is a dog.
Nah, not like. See, you are twisting.
No, I'm not twisting.
You are
I'm just
twisting.
trying to
Wallahi, you are twisting.
Anyone barking at her is a dog, right?
She
Do you
arrived.
agree? Anyone barking at Aisha radiallahu anha, anyone barking at her, barking is you send salawat upon them because they're the al of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or you bark at them. Anyone barking at Aisha radiallahu anha is a dog. Agreed or no? Anyone barking
Who's
at her.
a dog?
I'm saying
Anybody who
anyone who barks at Aisha radiallahu anha
Of course, he's a dog.
is a dog.
Anybody
Good.
barking?
Good.
is a
We
dog.
agree, he's a dog.
Listen.
So all those people who bark at Aisha are dogs.
Listen.
Yeah, we agree.
See,
MashaAllah.
yeah. Of course. Look. I
Good.
don't want to say anything
MashaAllah.
wrong about
Tabarakallah.
her.
I hope
But
this-
you don't agree.
I hope people are listening.
No, you are not agree with the Quran. You not agree with the Sunnah. I'm saying Allah give her a sign. Allah give her a sign. And the sign is Allah told Muhammad about it. One of your wives, she gonna arrive to that area. That area has a dog.
That's true.
And those,
I'm not going to argue.
No.
Look, you know what I like to do? I'll tell you.
And she said,
you know what I
go
like
back.
to do?
Listen, when she remember
when people
Muhammad
come to me
sallallahu alaihi
with, when people
she
come,
said, who didn't let
when
her?
people,
Who didn't let her to go back?
wait, when people come to me with weak reports, questionable reports, I don't argue. You know what that does? Arguing about these reports and the details takes a lot of time. I give it to you, no problem. Authentic. What does that prove? That proves two things. The Prophet ﷺ was a true prophet of Allah because he prophesied something, it happened. Let's say if the report is accurate, authentic. Second thing is the Prophet ﷺ, when he is telling this to Aisha, that there will be a woman, and dogs of Hawab, they will bark at her. The Prophet knew who he was talking about. Yes or no?
No, he said one of you.
One of you. He didn't know which one.
No.
So he didn't have IlmualKaib.
No.
The Prophet.
I don't know.
No.
Dude, this is twisting.
Wait. Because no. The Prophet did.
And you make it really, you got it. He said one of you. This
Wait.
is your story. When of you is gonna bark on the dogs of
Last week,
why you are
last
saying
week you
Muhammad is
were
wrong?
Last week you were claiming that the Prophet ﷺ, he knew.
Why you talking about you're gonna change the subject? We're gonna change. We're gonna stick one on one.
I am using your beliefs to correct you.
I am agree with you as Muhammad how he believe from Allah. Why you are twisting to change Muhammad believing?
Okay, Abu Abdullah, let's talk. Did the Prophet have IlmualKaib or no?
Of course.
According to you.
According
to you.
Yeah.
Yeah? IlmualKaib. So he knew this was Aisha.
Yeah.
If he has IlmualKaib. Wait.
Brother.
Let me make my point. The one who is giving the news that something will happen in the future, and he's giving the news to the people who may be concerned, or who may be relevant to this report. And you believe that the Prophet had IlmualKaib. We don't believe the Prophet had IlmualKaib or any of the Sahaba or the Imams. None of them had IlmualKaib, as we established last week.
No, we didn't establish. You were wrong. I proved you wrong. The Prophet had IlmualKaib.
Okay, no problem.
The Prophet had IlmualKaib.
Wait.
Did he not tell Ammar bin Yasir, تقتلك الفئة الباغية? Did he not predict Ammar he's going to be killed 30 years later?
No, he shouted.
No, sorry, I'm sorry. That's my style.
How did she find out?
Did he not tell Ammar bin Yasir, you will be killed 30 years after that?
If people want to commit shirk, let them. If it's their choice. If they want to go to Jahannam, if they want to go to brother, if they want to go to Jahannam, let them. No problem.
Listen.
I'm not going to continue if we can shout.
If you
no
ask,
shouting.
I'm not shouting. Listen. How did she find out? Is Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam? He is believe what happened.
Wait.
To her.
Wait, because you see, you have to let me speak. It doesn't have to be complicated, Abu Abdullah. It doesn't have to be complicated. We can simplify it. You just have to go along with me and stop me where I'm wrong. I'm using your beliefs against you. You believe the Prophet had IlmualKaib. We don't. Right or wrong? You believe he had IlmualKaib, right?
Of course.
Yes.